Good morning. It is 11:25. We ate breakfast at the resort. We slept in this morning. It's been raining here, so we just made our way to like the food court area. Ate. I got the breakfast platter. Matt got a sandwich. Atticus got like some waffles and bacon, and then now we are heading over to Epcot to see the fish one more time and to also ride Spaceship Earth. So it's supposed to be done raining. I looked at the radar. There isn't anything in sight for the rest of the day. And so we are going to hop on the Skyliner, head to Epcot. And then after that, we are going to probably walk to Hollywood Studios and go along some of the Epcot area resorts and check those out. I'm going to meet Matt over by the pool bar. He's going to change his shoes. And he's a lot faster than I am, especially with the stroller. So we're heading out. We're gonna head to the parks. We made it into Epcot. It's a little after 12 now. It is significantly less busy than it was yesterday, so I think that the rain mixed with the cold honestly is keeping some people away. It's about 65 degrees here, which is quite chilly for Orlando. I mean, Matt and I are cold, and it's what, 24 degrees where we live. So
it's like
maybe
wet and cold, that's why.
Yeah, it's like wet and cold. It's not just cold. But we are going to head up to get some coffee from Starbucks, which is a little outside the Canada Pavilion of the World Showcase. Atticus is asleep, so we honestly might just walk around and do a couple things around the World Showcase that he doesn't necessarily want to do. We're going to try to ride Spaceship Earth and see the fish. So we're going to have a good afternoon. Then after that, we're going to walk around the boardwalk area as well and go to Hollywood Studios. We stopped at the quick service in the Mexico Pavilion. I got the kids tacos because I'm not super hungry. Matt got the taco trio.
Yeah, can you give me some anti-tension?
And we got some salsa verde and chipotle hot salsa. Mine came with cheese and apples, and I gave the apples to Atticus. And then Matt got the wild one drink, and I got the Mexican sangria. So it's gonna be really good. We're gonna eat and then probably head up to Spaceship Earth. Alright, we're back in the seas to feed the fish again. Spaceship Earth had a really long line, and we're not buying Genie Plus for today. So we opted out of that, and we are heading upstairs to see the turtles and the rays and the sharks and the dolphins. We have a very, very excited little boy. This has been his favorite part. So we're gonna go see some fishies.
Do you see that hammerhead shark?
Do you see the fish? We love the fish.
Welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at Epcot International Gateway.
We are leaving Epcot, so we got to see Nemo and some fish. We got Atticus, a little stuffed animal ray. We are heading over to Hollywood Studios now on the Skyliner, and so we're going to get off there and walk around, probably see Galaxy's Edge again. I am looking for a mug to get as a souvenir, and so I want to look and see what they have there. I see Tower of Terror from here. So we are flying over. Boardwalk's on our right, so Riviera's up here, and then we're gonna stay on and go to Caribbean Beach, get on for Hollywood Studios. We love the Skyliner. It's so easy to get places with it. So we are heading over to Hollywood Studios. It is pretty busy at all the parks, which is to be expected for a holiday weekend, and also for it to be a Sunday afternoon, especially since it's not raining anymore and it's warmed up a little bit. But I don't feel like it's too unmanageable. I feel like, we're still able to do most of the things that we want to do, and we just like to walk around, so.
We are now approaching the Skyliner turn station.
We're now turning.
The special station was designed
and then we are going to go
Other
to
Skyliner
Hollywood
stations
Studios
were designed
next. Alright, we made it to Hollywood Studios. You can see the cinema behind me, I think. Yeah, you can. And I'm waiting for Matt and Atticus to get security. I go through first with my bag because I have more, like, I have battery packs and memory cards and all that, and so it's just easier for me to, like, let them know where everything is in the bag. If the bag gets dinged, I try to take out all the battery packs and my sunglasses and my phone. And then Matt goes through the stroller that just has our drinks and Atticus in it. So we're here at Hollywood Studios. We are going to see if we can watch one of the cavalcades, which starts in about 10 minutes, and then we might ride or swap Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster, one of those two, and then look for a mug, because I really want to get a mug as one of our souvenirs. Alright, so we're going in.
Oh my goodness. That's a chip. Chip? Can you say hi?
We're going into one of the gift shops here. Matt's in hog heaven.
Oh, this is where you build a droid.
Yeah, it is. So we have some upcycled droids here. Oh, that's cute. And some shirts, bags, and Atticus. We have some people building droids. Oh wow. This is neat. Oh, cool.
So cool.
So we're at the droid depot. I'm pretending I know what I'm talking about. Alright. And that's that. Walk out and see Chewbacca. Just hanging out here. We are heading over to the Disney Junior Dance Party for Atticus, who has the most energy out of all of us. So we're just leaving Galaxy's Edge, walking into Toy Story Land, and we're going to go to the animation courtyard. It's very busy here in Hollywood Studios, but we are going to try to see if we can burn off some energy for Atticus, and there's several characters there that he's interested in seeing, so I think it'll be a good time for him.
Good job.
Great job. Hands up. We got bubbles for fun. Are you ready to party? Oh yes, he's ready. Okay. Everyone follow her every move. See the sound? After the dance like this about way with your moves. Yeah. All right, come on, here we go. Hands up and down, y'all.
Alright, we are finished at Hollywood Studios. It's about 5 o'clock. We're heading back to Pop. We're going to eat in the food court for dinner tonight. And then Atticus is just really wanting to run. He's pretty done with the stroller. And who can blame him? So we're going to let him play on the play area that's in the 70 section of Pop. And maybe, I know that their pool's heated, but they have a splash pad area that we might let him play in. as well, just depending, just give him some outside the stroller time. So we are probably done with parks for this trip, and we'll just be hanging out at the resort for the rest of it. I think we might even walk over to Art of Animation and look at the Lion King section, because Atticus loves Lion King. We're on the Skyliner and the Epcot line's actually down. So I don't know what happened, but it is currently down. It is running from like Caribbean Beach, Pop, Art of Animation to Hollywood Studios. It's just not running from the Riviera to Epcot. So like that line's down. But we are heading to the food court, and then we're going to just hang out at the resort. We are walking through Art of Animation just to check it out, and so we see Timon and Pumbaa, and this one's excited about them.
That's super cool.
It is about 10:30 on Sunday night, and we are back at our resort. We have been here for a little bit. Oops. We got dinner at the food court at Pop, and so Matt and Atticus had a pizza, and I got the chicken strips and then ate a little bit of their pizza as well. It was pretty good. Like, I feel like for a food court pizza, my expectations weren't like super high, but I was pleasantly surprised. After we got done with dinner, we came back to our room and we gave Atticus a bath and then let him play for a bit. We FaceTimed both of our parents just to say hi and how we're doing, and then we got Atticus ready for bed and put him to bed. And then I went out because I really wanted to get a t-shirt, and I meant to get one today when we were at Hollywood Studios, but I don't know, it just like slipped my mind. I didn't think about it until we were on our way back, like literally getting off the Skyliner, and I was like, I didn't get a t-shirt. Whoops. So I went to the gift shop and looked around for a bit, and I saw that Pop has the new weighted puas, and so I saw today on Disney Food Blog that there's a new weighted stuffed animal, and I didn't even realize that Disney did them, but there was Pluto, and then Pua was released fairly recently, but today was like the first day he was seen on site, I guess. So today or yesterday, but I saw those. They're super, super cute. I have absolutely no reason to have one, but if I did, I would have one. Super cute though. So after that, I went and got us a treat from the food court, filled up our mugs again, and came back to the room, and then I started editing some of the vlogs that I've done, and so that's fun, just getting to like kind of relive the first couple days of our trip on our very last day. And so, as I mentioned earlier, I do think that's it for us in the parks. I think we're just going to eat breakfast at our food court tomorrow morning, just kind of have a leisurely morning, getting up and getting ready to go, since, you know, hustle and bustle of an airport is kind of crazy, and we don't want to add like park craziness onto that, you know what I mean? And especially dealing with, so like Epcot opens at 10, we could get in at 9:30. Hollywood Studios opens at 9, we can get in at 8:30. So, but we don't really have anything else that we want to do with those parks, and we don't really want to deal with more buses going to Magic Kingdom or Animal Kingdom. We could Uber there, but I didn't exactly budget for that, so I think we will be just fine to hang out here and then leisurely get ready. Mears picks us up at 11:05 tomorrow morning, and so we'll get on the shuttle. Our flight isn't until 2:20, but I like that they add the extra buffer time to get through security, because MCO, the Orlando airport, can be kind of crazy depending on the day you're flying. And so because tomorrow is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, a lot of people will be traveling back home. Plus there was a winter storm in several areas of the country, so I know like the East Coast is getting hit by the winter storm. Where we're from in Missouri had some snow a couple days ago, so I don't think that should be affecting us since we are flying directly from Orlando to Kansas City. I think we should be okay, but you know, fingers and toes crossed, and we have a backup plan in case anything happens that like that didn't even cross my mind. And Matt told me the other day, he's like, I have our backup plan in case any of us get sick, or if our flight gets canceled and we can't get rescheduled. And I'm like, I didn't even think about that. So I'm glad that Matt thinks of that for me. He is very much my emergency exit, backup plan, emergency plan thinker, and I'm very much not like that. I don't really function like that. As we were leaving today, Matt asked me if I was disappointed. He's like, you seem a little down. Like, are you disappointed with how the trip went? And no, like, it's very different than our honeymoon, obviously, because instead of two, early 20-somethings traveling, it is two late 20-somethings traveling with a toddler in tow. So of course it is going to be very different trip-wise. With me and Matt, we didn't have to bring a stroller. We didn't have to think about, do we have snacks? Do we have meals? Do we have this? Do we have that? We could just get on a bus and go. The Skyliner wasn't a thing yet when we last went. As parents, we have to think about that, and also kind of measuring what we want to do versus what's best for everyone versus what's best for Atticus. Because I would have been completely happy to hop on the monorail today and go back to Magic Kingdom. So take the monorail from Epcot to Magic Kingdom. And but that really would have been pushing Atticus. He was already very tired, very restless from being in the stroller, and with tomorrow being a big sitting day, I felt like it was unfair to him to be like, well, no, we're gonna keep going, because we wouldn't have gotten to ride anything. It was pretty busy, and like I mentioned earlier, we didn't buy Genie Plus for the day, and it's hard to make him wait in a line that's like 20, 25, 30 minutes plus. But considering all those things, that's the reason why we came back earlier, and that's why Matt was asking me if I was disappointed, and it's like, no, it's really comparing apples and oranges, comparing it from our honeymoon to this trip. And the same thing will go when we come back again. It'll be comparing this trip to that trip. And you kind of can't, it's just, it's all Disney, it's all been good, it's all been very fun, and we just are kind of feeling that desire for our own rhythm again, instead of being like, okay, well, we don't know what's going to happen today, or we got to get up early and make a dining reservation. Those are all really fun things to do when you're on vacation, but all good things must come to an end, you know what I mean? So we just kind of I felt that, especially today, just like, I want my own bed, I want my own shower, I want my own space, and which doesn't negate the trip at all. It doesn't negate that it doesn't cancel out the fun that we've had. It doesn't cancel out, that some of our best memories were made this past week, and memories that I know I will carry for the rest of my life, and that I get to carry for Atticus. Like, he might not remember every detail of this trip, but I will, or the majority of them. And it's something that's really fun for him, because he's at the age where he's starting to remember things. Matt and I both have memories of when we were Atticus's age, and they were very big occasions, and so this is a pretty big occasion for him. So I think he'll remember snippets of this trip, and the rest of it, it's an honor as his mom to be able to carry those memories for him, and to have captured this trip in the vlog, to capture it through the advancement of technology that my parents didn't have growing up, or that I didn't have when I was growing up. Advancement technology now is very different than it was in the mid-90s. It's been great having just some good quality family time with just the three of us, and already talking about our next trip and when that will be. It probably won't be for another couple years, depending unless the Etsy business really just propels forward, which I'm really I don't know if proud's the right word, but I'm really pleased with the growth and the progress that it made in 2021, and look forward to what that will bring in 2022. And so maybe if we get a house this year, we'll come back to Disney next year. We'll see. It's all very up in the air, but it's fun to dream about what we want to do and where we want to stay, and just talking about what Atticus might be interested in next year, and or in the next couple of years. So that does it for the park section of the trip. Tomorrow we'll be exploring the resort a bit and just getting ready to go home. And so I'm gonna go take a shower and go to bed. I'm so tired and my body hurts. Like, I don't remember hurting this bad. Well, I'm not as in shape as I was 4 years ago. I was brand new out of college and a newlywed, and now I'm a very tired stay-at-home mom slash, I guess, entrepreneur. So I'm not as rested as I was 4 years ago. I'm gonna put it that way. But like, my knees hurt, my thighs hurt, and muscles I didn't know I had hurt. And you walk a lot when you're at Disney, and especially coming back from a long day at the parks and you're just walking more. You walk all the time. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for our final Disney day. And then after that, I have some videos planned on like expectations versus reality, things that I bought that I ended up not using, and things that I bought that we could not have done this trip without. So which I wonder, I don't know, I feel like some of them might be controversial because everyone says like, buy this, and I'm like, we didn't really use it, but teach their own. So all that to say, I'm gonna go to bed. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. All right, we're getting ready to leave Pop. Here's a quick little tour. Here's the bathroom. This is nice. There's a sliding door here. This slides out, and then we had the Mickeys over our bed. We had a queen bed and then a Murphy bed that folds down to be a queen bed, but we had the pack in place, so we didn't use that. And then TV, lots of what I liked. You had USB and plugs, so just all over the room, plenty of space, place to hang stuff. And we are ready. We're going home. We are gonna go to the food court and eat, and then we're gonna go home. All right, and we are home, safe and sound. Laundry is already done. There's some things in the dryer that I just need to get tomorrow, but for the most part, everything's already done. I have dry shampoo in my hair. I'm gonna take a shower, and I don't know, I'm so tired. I don't want to take a shower, but I feel like after traveling, I always feel like I have to take a shower. I know that's not like an uncommon thing. That's very, very common, but just to get like the airplane off, you know what I mean? We had a pretty smooth travel day. So we took Mirrors back. They picked us up at our resort, dropped us off at MCO, and then we checked our bags and went to our gate. We had about an hour and a half to kill by the time we got out of security, and it was not the smoothest travel experience that we've had, just because Atticus was tired and hungry. Matt and I were tired, so we all were just a little like, I don't know, we kind of felt like zombies a little bit, like, all right, let's just get this over with. And then there's something with the water on our flight that wasn't working, so, but thankfully they didn't cancel it, and they're like, just use hand sanitizer in the bathrooms and you guys will be fine. So I would much rather use hand sanitizer than have a flight canceled and not know how to get home. So my dad picked us up from the airport and we came home, ate dinner. Atticus was so excited to be reunited with his toys, and we got to talk with my parents about how the trip was, and tomorrow we get back into the swing of things. It's only about 10 p.m. here, but it feels like it's 11 p.m. Orlando time, which is what our bodies are used to. We're getting ready to go to bed just because both Matt and I are super tired. And I don't know. I always, once we get back from Disney, I'm like looking for the next thing, if that makes sense. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe we can go back again sooner than we thought, and looking into the possibility of a Disney cruise in the future. And just, you know, I know that I'm in a DVC group. We're not DVC members. I would love to be a DVC member, but I don't have a spare $40,000 lying around, so we're not DVC members. But they talk about add-on-itis, and so when you buy a contract, you want to buy another and another and another. And I feel that way after a trip. Like, we just got back, made wonderful memories. I want to go again. And I feel like that's pretty common. It's a sign of a good trip. So I am going to take a shower and go to bed. So thank you guys so much for watching these vlogs. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and to subscribe to my channel. There will be more Disney content to come after this that aren't 100% parks related, but just more like, I guess, the logistical side of things. I really appreciate you guys coming along on our trip. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.